Alright.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Yukiola5 here with something new. And I have someone here too.
Hello, guys. It is Zero Negative here, or to others known as ZeroNegative, or Z, or Zran, or whatever you want to call me.
Alright, and we are going to be doing something new. It's an idea I had on a stream that literally just ended up, and it was like whatever. And basically, I'm just gonna be drawing. This is like a podcast of sorts. I don't know what to title it yet. It's completely new. Z's not gonna be my only guest member. I might have some other people on every now and then. But
Yeah.
so basically, I'm just gonna draw shit, and we're gonna talk about stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yay, stuff.
Yay, stuff. All right, cool. So this was a drawing that I did earlier. It was Straw Hat Luffy in Gear 4, but I'm gonna do something else now. So I'm gonna do new script 2.0. Okay. I'm gonna start completely from scratch, so y'all can see some stuff, and I'm gonna draw someone else. So
I can't see your drawing because you're not screen sharing or whatever, but
oh, I should probably screen share. All right.
probably.
Okay.
But will that slow down the video at all?
I don't know. I feel like when I render it out, it'll be fine either way. And it says it hasn't dropped
Alright, I can see now.
It hasn't dropped a single frame yet, so that's good.
I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now. All right, enough. So
Alright.
this is kind of my substitute for this channel on Let's Playing, because the Let's Playing is cancer. I mean, I love Let's Plays, right? I'll watch them all the time. They're funny as fuck. Game Grumps, love them, but I can't do them anymore. I can't. It's like a dead medium for me. I mean, it's fine if other people try to do it, because, like, I mean, yes, there's people who can get lucky, and I don't know, it's a lot of off the top of the head thinking, and I'm not too good with that.
Yeah.
I have a great memory, though, so. Alright, so we're going to do some drawing. What should I draw?
Good question. Well, you could draw anime. Some sort of
I
it.
mean, an anime character or a video game character or something.
Yeah, you could do some concept art for Aether or something like that.
Not gonna do that on the first. Okay, so actually that brings up a good point, because I was on the stream, which I'm not gonna upload to YouTube. I don't think I am anyway. So I haven't announced this yet, but I am working on Aether, and we'll talk about that more in this episode, because this is gonna be like a, I don't know. I go anywhere from like 30 minutes to 3 hours even. I mean, it's pretty much a stream, just without streaming it, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So,
where you just choose a few like random topics, you roll with it.
yeah, and it's just a long video. It's like what people watch in the background when they're bored.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
So yeah. So what should I draw?
You could draw good old. You can never go wrong with Goku. I'm just.
No, I want something like a challenge, or something that's not something from a video game even.
You could do. What was I gonna say? I had one.
A video game or something.
I had something. You could do Corrin.
I don't like Fire Emblem. I mean, I like Fire Emblem, but I don't like to do Fire Emblem characters. I could do Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, go ahead, roll with it, because we're already like 4 minutes into the video and you haven't started drawing. So.
Shh. Shh. Just let it. Just shh.
Okay, gotcha. I gotcha.
Okay. I don't know what picture I want.
I mean,
this picture.
just yeah, pictures.
I got my reference image on my phone.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm looking at for this. All right. All right. So basically, what I do, you guys can actually finally see the process I go through when I make like art and shit. So basically, what I do is I start off with a sketch. It's the same idea as a when I go to do animation, which in future episodes, I don't know if I'm going to do it necessarily in this episode or what, but and honestly, this might be trimmed down into multiple videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload the entire thing at one go, but anyways.
Yeah. A good cutting point would be if, like, we're talking for a while and then we switch subjects.
Well, I would just say for 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, that works too.
But yeah, no, so basically, what was I saying? I lose my train of thought a lot. That's the problem with me.
You were saying about the art, the process you go through
right.
when you're drawing.
It's the same process I go through when I animate. It's just, basically I start off with, a sketch, preliminary sketch of what I'm drawing. Like, actually right now I need to give him a head shape. Because I need to start off with a head shape of sorts.
I mean, I think he does have a head, so a head shape would be pretty nice.
Alright, okay. Alright. But, and then I go in and I add detail later. I forgot. So this is my first thing, so I'm going to just do, like, basic sketch stuff. When I was doing my sketch for Luffy, I actually kind of went a little too overboard with, like, the first stuff I did. I made it, like, really detailed, and usually I don't. I kind of just start off very basic and then work from there.
That's how I do when I do original characters, but when I have a picture reference of a character, then I'll definitely, I'll usually just draw the main thing in one go. Because if I have a picture reference, it's pretty simple most of the time.
Yeah, but I like to be, I don't know, I like to have a lot of detail, and I like to do, I don't know, I like to layer it, like have like 3 different layers, like, you know, there's the basics, then there's the detail, and then there's the line art. Actually, I think my Luffy drawing, I think I just kind of did the, actually, yeah, on my 4th gear Luffy, I only did the prelim script, and then I did the actual thing, so I might do that here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to add, actually, yeah, I think I'm going to do that, so I'm going to erase your head, there, buddy.
So, Mr. Yukiola 5.
Yes.
What shall be our topic for this video today?
Let's talk about Aether, since I was about to mention that earlier.
Does that work?
So, basically, what Aether is, right, is a long time ago, for these, I'm going to catch people up who've never heard of it. On my old channel, I did I had like a little teaser thing where I asked for some voice actors to help me in a series that I was going to do called Aether.
Fun fact, that is how I met Mr. Yukiola 5.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Okay, continuing.
And basically, what it was originally, it was something completely different than what it is now. Because what it is now, it changed a lot over the course of its inception.
Yeah.
And basically, I don't know, it's definitely gone through some changes. It's a lot better now, and basically I've been working on it for the past few weeks, and I have the first 4 scripts done for the first 4 episodes, and I have a lot of concept arts done, and in future episodes I will be probably doing some concept art. I didn't want to do it for my first episode just because people don't necessarily know what it is. So
yes, yeah, I understand.
Because there's going to be like new people to this channel. And something I probably should address that I haven't addressed a lot is the reason I like made a new channel. And the reason for that is the reason I made a new channel was because as I've said, I'm done with Let's Playing. It's just not a medium where a guy like me can make it, I guess. I'm not too funny when it comes to thinking up my own shit. So.
Yeah. I can... Yeah, totally. You're completely bland and awful.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Cunt. No, okay. So, yeah. That's that. Aether is definitely in a better state than it used to be in. I think I've definitely grown fonder of this new version because originally the idea for the story was a bunch of kids were at a school where they learned to use this new ability, but now I've changed it to like a more open-ended type of thing where like now the entire world's involved.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
plus, it's like learning to use something at a school or something is kind of like only the very beginning
yeah, it
of something.
I mean, I
So
yeah, yeah, because at the beginning of the series they do have a school for it, but it's not a big part of the actual show. So
yeah, yeah, makes sense. I'm just saying, like in Naruto, they were at ninja
yeah,
school or
Ninja
whatever,
Academy. It's pretty much
in
that
Ninja
premise.
Academy,
You can
and then
you can definitely tell my inspiration, like within the first 4 episodes anyway. You can tell my inspirations were One Piece and Naruto heavily.
yeah, my yeah, never mind. Um, but so it's an open-ended thing, and how many like characters is going to be like the main cast?
Okay, well, that's actually pretty interesting because the way the story is structured is the main character goes on a journey of sorts, and he does acquire like certain people to help him on his journey. Um, and the main crew consists of at the beginning, or like he gains more crew members throughout the entirety of the story, and there are some people he just doesn't meet for a really really long time. Uh,
Okay,
so there are people he won't meet for like years and years and years down the line. It's because like I want it to be a long running series. Um,
yeah,
I want it to go for like many years. Uh, the so basically right now, the story is going to have him have like the main character will travel with about 5 or 6 in the early stuff, but I think I'm gonna expand it out to like maybe 7 or 8 in total by the end of the series.
all right. Just like a fair warning with that is that you should, if you're gonna do that many characters, you should like maybe do like pull a Pokemon and interchange them.
No, it's not, because that's not how the story is. I don't really care. Like, I mean, it's gonna be kind of like One Piece, where they're all together at some points, but then like in the actual when you actually get into the arcs, they the story arcs, they split up. And so like one episode's gonna focus on this group, and then the other episodes are gonna focus on the other group. And as I said, it's gonna be a long, long series. So
Okay.
I have no problem with timing or anything like that. Um,
My DS just told me to get some friends. That's good. Okay.
you're what?
But I also may be playing a video game at the moment of streaming this,
It's not a
but
stream.
trust me, I'm listening and focusing
But
on the conversation and topic at hand for us. So,
but yeah, so the my idea for Aether anyway was to get people to I'm gonna check the man 0 frames dropped. That's amazing. This is actually gonna turn out really well. Who knows? Maybe next episode I'll probably make the capture 720p. I don't know. I'm already gonna render it in 720, so it's gonna be cool. But anyway, the series is going to start by myself. Like I'm gonna create the first few episodes all by myself. I'm gonna do pretty much everything, except for maybe I'm probably gonna have to have some help with like the opening, because the first opening I'm gonna need to have people help me do the music for it and stuff.
yeah.
And everything, because I can't use copyrighted music, and that sucks. Like that really does suck. So I gotta figure that out. So I'll probably figure that out eventually. Man, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah, copyrighted stuff is always a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have enough people that can do musical stuff that we can easily make an original thing that's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's hard.
So,
I mean, the hardest part for me is actually getting like the music background noise to like
Yeah, like not the vocals, that's pretty easy, but like, actually having the
the
music
track, yeah,
itself.
the prod or whatever producing, the producing of music. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's that.
Yeah. In other words, you guys should be pretty hyped for Aether. He's working pretty hard on it, and it seems to
Yeah,
be pretty decent
it's
from
gonna
what I've
be
heard.
it's gonna be good. Hopefully, that's the hope anyway. I maybe at the end of this episode or whatever, um, I might show off a few of the concepts I have already done.
That'd be cool.
Uh,
I'd enjoy seeing that too, because I don't think you've showed me yet.
but yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I've been working on it pretty religiously, because as I was touching on the I talked about this on the failed recording or not recording, failed stream that I just did.
Stream.
Yeah,
Yep.
is that I've been going through a lot of crazy stuff in my actual life, so I've kind of thrown myself into my passion to kind of keep my mind off of it. It's been
Yeah.
working. I mean, I haven't been as down as I was, because there was a point where I was just kind of like not motivated to do anything at all. It was like, oh,
Yeah, let's just eat food and cry.
exactly, that's what I was doing. Like, that was my life.
I understand the feeling, man. I've been there like once or twice.
But yeah, and yeah. By the way, if the proportions look off at all at the moment, it's gonna be fine. I'm going to resize everything to what I'm happy with when I'm actually
Yeah.
done. Cause like
Looking pretty good. The proportions do look a little weird, but it looks good so far.
Well, the thing with my art is I suck with like doing proportions on the spot, and I'm better with like re-editing it through the amazing ability of Flash later on. Like I'll go back and because I'm like clearly his shoulder's pretty big, so I'm gonna make his head bigger to balance it out. Because that's what I did with Luffy a lot. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't have the process of me sketching out Luffy on recording, because I was actually very proud of my Luffy sketch.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah. Especially because like one of the things with him was he had like that hand, and his hand was very clearly visible, and I suck at hands, so I have chocolate, so I'm gonna eat one.
Yeah, chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, but I'm definitely excited to see how Aether looks so far, and how it's even more excited to see the finished product, or at least like when you have some, fully edited stuff out for us, I guess, even as a teaser.
Yeah, no. I wanna make the anime, or the not anime. I wanna make the opening as soon as possible, because that's gonna be the first teaser, is the opening.
Yeah.
So
So do you have somebody to do the music for that yet? Have you figured that out?
That is the hardest part about the whole thing.
Didn't you have a girl who was gonna help you out with?
Yeah, no, I tried to talk to
before?
her, but she hasn't responded to me. So Kelsey
Fun.
Yee, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you. No, if you're watching, just hit me up. Hopefully we can do something.
If you're watching this, he's very lonely right now.
Yeah. Okay.
He just needs someone to love him, All right. Okay.
True story. Don't even know how.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like as teenagers we're just really like, somebody should love us right now, when really we have pretty much our whole lives ahead of us. So
yeah, but, I mean, okay,
still.
yeah. Here's my thing. The personal stuff I've gone through is like relationship type stuff, and it's like painful shit. But it's the thing with me, right? and this is gonna be a little personal. I know it's pretty crazy. The first episode, I'm talking about like really crazy personal shit, but for me personally, the way I see it, right, is that I'm picky when it comes to the girls I want to be with. Just because I don't want a slut. Like, plain and simple. I just don't want to be with a girl who has had multiple sex partners, or any, for that matter, at this point in my life. I am 17, alright? So, that's going to be hard to find. Because, I'm going to say this right now. Teenage girls, not as a generalization, because I know there's plenty that aren't, but there are a lot of teenage girls, especially where I go to school. Not that I go into school in like some bad place. It's actually kind of prestigious, because there are a lot of snobs there. But a lot of teenage girls I know are whores, and like I don't want to be with those kind of people. So when I actually did find a girl who was what I was looking for, someone who's innocent, I guess would be a good way of putting it. I didn't want to let that go, so I didn't, and all of a sudden, it was over. And I don't know. I got kind of an explanation, but it wasn't what I don't know. It's hard to explain. She said she wasn't ready for a relationship type of thing, and I don't know how much I believe that. So I don't know. If anything, watch Domic's Breakups Part 4, because I feel like that's very relatable to my situation. Except he had it worse because he was with his girl for like 9 months, and then she just broke it off with him for no reason.
Yeah, I understand. I know a lot of times people feel they aren't ready for that type of stuff, because a lot of times it is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work that you have to put into it, and at this age you really should make a lot of your focus goes. You can focus too much on each other or not enough on each other.
That's
and
the thing, is that she was like a straight A student, and she was constantly, focusing on college visits, college things, and I think the stress kind of got to her.
Yeah.
Okay, right now I know this hand looks fucking horrible. The reference image isn't helping much because his hand is like a bulb, but I'll fix it when I go back over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully when I get a better internet connection, even though I pay extra for my internet, I'll be able to stream again someday. But
someday. Guys, let's start a new hashtag, pray for Yuki's internet. Let's get it trending on Twitter.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know how to sketch chains.
Oh, I think I messed up with what I was doing.
So yeah, that's that. I'm done with the serious topics, for now. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to something better. Something more, what this entire series was about.
Let's say something better.
So the whole point of this series was to talk about like anime and shit and other stuff like that. So let's talk about anime and shit.
Yeah. So I know like the big ones you're into, like Naruto and One Piece. You've seen some shorter stuff, not a lot of it.
I've seen a lot of shorter stuff. What are you fucking talking about?
Well, I mean, not a lot of what I've seen, but
yeah, because you watch the most fucking weirdest animes ever. Watch fucking Angel Beats. That shit's
I watched Angel Beats.
Okay, well then we're good. Angel Beats, Clannad After Story. Those are great.
I don't watch the weirdest stuff ever. I watch a lot of like popular whatever that people are like, this is good, this is classic, blah blah blah. So I watch that, and a lot of stuff you watch I just happen to have not got to yet, where people haven't recommended it as much.
I mean, I watched all of Attack on Titan and all of. I didn't watch all of Erased. I watched like half of it, and I want to continue it because it is pretty good so far.
I watched the entirety of Erased. It's not on my top 5. Erased is good though. It's really good, but it's like predictable in a lot of places.
Is it okay? Like, because I know. I mean, I have ideas on who the killer is, but I don't know, and I don't want to know. So no spoilers. Especially since we're
I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
that type of
I have
jerk
my
who just.
ideas. I mean, I might check it out again later. I did try to watch Inuyasha all the way through because I've never seen it from beginning to end. But and I did want to. So
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Inuyasha I've never watched at all, so I know a lot of the basic plot of it, but I haven't really watched it. It's another long running thing that I'm not sure if I'd be too
I mean,
into.
it's not really that long. There's only like 170 some episodes.
Well, I could binge it, but if I was gonna watch something longer
Hmm.
that's ended already, I'd probably watch Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter, however you wanna pronounce it. I think the fans will pretty much kill you if you call it Hunter x Hunter, but
Why? I thought Hunter x Hunter was what it's called. What the fuck?
I think it's pronounced just Hunter, and you don't say the X. It's weird.
That's dumb. I don't care. Those fans can suck my knob. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know.
Dang.
I've heard a lot about it. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Hunter x Hunter. I want to see it.
It's one of my good or not good, but like one of my friends, IRL, he's a big fan of it, so it's like I think his favorite anime. And I know it starts off as a traditional. It sounds like something I'd enjoy
Yeah,
personally
definitely.
because my coming for me, it's favorite anime is Madoka Magica, and I did read Naruto growing up, and it sounds like it's sort of a Madoka Magica like how Madoka Magica was a deconstruction and went darker a lot.
Hmm.
I think it could be kind of like that, but in like a Naruto type setting.
Right.
So I'm definitely interested to check it out. I just haven't had the motivation to sit down and watch it all yet.
Right.
I mean, now that it's summer, I probably should
Yeah. When you're
because
too
I
lazy
have
to even watch
so much
anime.
more free time.
When you're too lazy during the summer to even watch anime. Um.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
But yeah. I've heard the Jay Witz talk about it a little bit. He said that, like it starts off kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, or not Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto. How they have like kind of a Chunin exam like thing,
Yeah,
and I thought that was interesting. And I loved the Chunin exam arc in Naruto. I loved everything about Naruto. But
yeah. I read almost all of Naruto. I like kind of drifted off at the end. I know you kind of I think filled me in on what happened at the end.
yeah, the ending was pretty good. They okay. Here's something I need to talk about right now. The ending to Naruto. I don't know if I want to spoil it. Um,
Don't spoil it in the video. People will just be like, "Nope, I'm out."
yeah, true. Um, so basically, what happened? No. Okay, so
So basically, what happened was,
I'm gonna say this. I won't spoil anything. I could always like spoil it and then cut it out, or have a skip option, but that seems kind of lame because it's like people who
yeah,
want
it's
to
a
watch it.
cop out just to freaking spoil crap.
Yeah. No. So, people say that the final arc was terrible, and like not well done at all, and all this other stuff, and it's like Oda could, or not Oda, fucking Kishimoto could have done better. But honestly, I didn't think it was so bad. I don't see what the reason why people didn't like it. I mean, I guess I could see why people didn't like it. It was kind of like rushed, and even Oda, or not Oda, fuck, even Kishimoto said like he didn't know how to finish it off. So he kind of gave us the ending we got. I mean, the ending itself was good. It was great. But
Yeah,
the final fight, except for like the second to last fight, people were not okay with because they kind of switched up what they were building up to from the beginning with something else. And at first I was like, I guess I see that, but at the same
are you
time,
talking about like who's participating in the fight?
yeah,
Yeah, I understand. Because I know they kind of pulled someone that seemed to be like a side character, kind of out of nowhere, threw him into like the heat of the fight. You're just like, okay.
yeah, like I mean, they give the character's backstory like 5 episodes before they fight the character. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought like at first I thought like when I was reading it at like in 2014, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. Because I didn't really care about the whole. I mean, yeah, Madara was cool and all. I mean, like obviously everyone knows Madara is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking about it.
Yeah. My personal stance on it is that it was really good, but it could have been a lot better, and it's not.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite
Because
arc.
reading it, I think some of my favorite arcs are like tuning exam, or
Tuning
like
exam was
the
good.
tuning exam
Gara
arc.
versus Lee fight was pretty epic. Um,
Yeah, that was pretty great. I think some of my favorite like character building stuff from the first half of Naruto, and then the second half, like the whole pain arc was really good,
yeah, Pain arc was
and then
amazing. The
it
Itachi
was really good.
versus Sasuke was pretty good.
Yeah, and Sasuke, that whole like story arc was really good as
Yeah,
well.
and then
And that those are like the ones that stick out to me the most.
yeah,
There's definitely some other arcs that are really good too,
I
but
like the
there's
when he's controlling the chakra, like when he meets his mom. I thought that was pretty fucking great.
oh yeah, that
That
was
shit will make you cry.
yeah. He's like, hey mom, how's it going? You're dead.
Oh, come on with this. This thing is so picky. Alright, so I've severely fucked up on a part. And that's okay.
That's great. You know what?
Thank
Just
God I'm
keep
doing this
rolling, buddy.
digitally. I can just take it and then edit it myself. So, gonna free transform it. We're gonna rotate it a bit. Move it over. A little bit more.
Bum ba bum.
Okay.
Look at Yuki doing editing whatever's to his thing.
Nice,
Also, we just reached a little over 30 minutes, so
well, I mean, that's fine. It's gonna be spliced up. So it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
we'll just split it up.
I don't do outros. Well, I'm not gonna do outros for this type of thing.
Okay.
I mean, at the very end, I'll have an outro, but not like in between, like whatever these are. I wouldn't say episodes, but parts.
Yes, I understand.
Because I want to always have that option to upload the entire thing if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Okay.
All right, so back to what we were talking about. Let's switch topics. So
Like how you say, back to what we were talking about. Let's switch topics.
well, because I realized we were kind of at a dead end with that topic anyway. Because like we literally just talked about the ending, except like vaguely. Not much we can go with it.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna say though, this is proving to be really difficult. I have not drawn Sora in a long time, especially like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. And the reference image I'm using is like the basic standard stuff, like what you'd expect from Sora. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fucking damn it. Right, I'm gonna make his head is fucking bothering me so much. So make it.
You're right. All right, so another topic, I guess.
Right. Let's talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon, man.
Because that's been intriguing.
That's been pretty crazy as of like the release stuff recently. At like E3 and excuse me. More recently, like the Koro leaks and whatever.
Yeah, it's coming out really soon, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I pre-ordered Pokemon Sun. I'm personally, I just thought the Sun Legendary piqued my interest more.
I'm gonna get Moon. I am hyped as all hell.
I think Solgaleo looks a little cooler in my opinion. I think
he does.
Lunala
I think
will
he definitely
grow on me.
I think he definitely looks good. I think he looks better than Lunala, but I mean, just the idea of Moon in itself. Like, I just like the, I don't know. I like the connotations with Moon, like serenity, being complete, like a full moon stage.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think they both have a ton of potential, both the legendaries and just the games in general.
Yeah.
It looks like all the gameplay we've seen looks amazing, like best gameplay ever. And like I'm a big fan of pretty much every generation's art style, except for I don't know. I don't like overall like sprites and stuff, and for X and Y and Oris, but pretty much everything else I admire.
Wait, you didn't like Oris?
And this looks the best
Oh
yet.
yeah, this looks amazing. Like, I love how they moved away from like the chibi style to like this full-on, more humanoid graphics. Now I say this a lot. Graphics do not make a game whatsoever. Like, cause to me personally, Pokemon Heart Gold is my favorite Pokemon game of all time, and that obviously doesn't have the same graphics as like Sun and Moon or whatever, but it's still good. However, this is one of the most beautiful games on the 3DS I've seen, and it looks so good. And
like they took like the strong points from X and Y and Oris and improved them, and then made the whole overworld system look like an upped version of XD, Gale of Darkness, and Coliseum or whatever.
Yeah, it's what we've been waiting for a long time.
It looks overwhelmingly like good compared to other Pokemon games that we've seen before. Like, and honestly, like, I love Pokemon in general, and I could care less about the graphics most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, because I just recently bought a Game Boy Advance again, and it hasn't arrived yet. Literally all the games I bought for it has arrived.
Sora, your hands are freakishly big. Okay, go on.
And my, and the Game Boy hasn't arrived yet, but one of the games I bought was Pokemon Gold, because Pokemon Gold is one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time.
Right.
And so I wanted to experience it again. And, like, that obviously doesn't have the best graphic, really make a game, but they certainly add to the appeal, the visual appeal to it.
I mean, I just don't like the people who say, like, oh my god, graphics are literally everything. Or, like, they'll play, like, the 50th Call of Duty and be like, oh my god, these graphics are so great. Oh, well, they kind of look the same as the last game, but alright, whatever fucking makes you happy, I guess. I don't know. It's a very interesting subject. I don't know. This is going to be hell, because I have to draw the fucking Keyblade.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And the Keyblade is like, his hands are so good. His hands are bigger than his face. Like, I don't know, I might just...
Hey, do you know if your hand is bigger than your face, you have cancer?
Fuck you. Alright. I think I
made my sister, like, I told my sister, and then she was like, I know that's a joke, like, and then I was like, just try it. And then I hit her hand into her face, and she was, like, really ticked off at me. It was pretty funny.
I wonder why. I mean, you just hit her in the face.
Nice. Yeah, okay, whatever. But yeah.
I can edit this video to make you sound like an abuser to your sister.
Oh, fun. It was a joke, but whatever. Sun and Moon looks to be really promising. Do you have any personal favorites of like the Pokemon we've seen so far? Because we've seen the
starters.
We've seen the starters. We've seen our legendaries. We've seen our starter bird, our starter normal type,
Rodent.
our starter bug, and then in the Korokoro leak we saw the koala and the dog.
Right. Holy crap! This is going to be interesting to fucking draw. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just start with. Do you have a favorite of the starters?
Favorite starter, Litten. Definitely Litten.
Okay, so you're one of those kids. All right, gotcha.
I mean, let's be real. He's got the best design. I mean, Rowlet, cool. Like, yeah, he looks fucking awesome with his fucking like bow tie and shit.
Rowlet's adorable. I like Litten too. I think they all look really good. It really depends on evolution for me.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I could go any way. I know people hate on Poplio, but I think he's adorable.
I don't like Poplio at all. I don't know. I just don't like the whole circus theme he's got going on. I don't like circuses. The only circus I was ever interested in was freaking JoJo's Circus, which was an old ass TV show for kids back in the day. When all I had was PBS to watch, like that shit was my jam. So nobody knows what I'm talking about because it was like obscure as hell, but it was still good.
Yeah. So anyway, back on to topic a little bit. Yeah, I think my favorite right now is, I don't know, it's between Rowlet and Poplio. I like Litten, but like it just doesn't scream like interesting to me. Like it's kind of bland to me personally. and it doesn't seem to have much. It's like supposed to be like an emotionless Pokemon, whatever. But if it has like really cool evolutions, or like it has an interesting thing with its evolutions, you know what? No, I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get firefighting, like freaking Thundercat final evolution. I'm kidding,
Right.
but
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think my favorite's probably Poplio. I like Poplio. It's
Really?
adorable. Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody hates Poplio, but I just feel bad for the guy, and I think he's really cute. But I could end up really disliking his evolutions because they could go full clown, and that could really look disgusting.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I like to give uh the people on who make like the designers of Pokemon like a lot of benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I don't think I definitely do not think that the designers of Pokemon are as bad as people say they are. Like I'm okay, this is definitely a topic I've always wanted to talk about, but a lot of people say that the designs for Pokemon have gotten like lazy or they're bad or whatever, and I disagree completely. All right, they say, "Oh, look, a garbage Pokemon, Garbodor, Trubbish, whatever." Okay, like, who cares if it's a who cares? Who really cares? Like, does that really take away from the design aspect? Not really at all. I mean, it's just inspiration. Um, I think it's just messed up to criticize an artist based on just an idea they had and they wanted to act
Yeah, and
upon it.
I think that it's dumb that people are saying that they've gotten lazy lately when the first generation
Freaking
has so many
Muck.
Pokemon that are so bland.
Freaking Muck.
Like
Like that is my best
I
example.
love Muck, but like Muck's design is really
Yeah,
bland.
yeah, I
It's
like Muck
literally
too,
a
but
pile of sludge,
yeah,
and
exactly.
then like Alex is literally a half and
It's
half ball.
yeah, exactly. And then there's a Arbok or Ekans that are literally just Snake and Cobra. Or Butterfree
Yeah.
is a
Well,
butterfly.
I
Like
mean, you can't be hating on my man Arbok. Arbok is.
I mean, I love Arbok, but I'm just saying, like, you have to look at it through the entirety of all generations. You can't just say that this generation was bad because it's new. People don't give anything a chance anymore, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's like
And then we have like Machop and Machoke and Machamp, which are literally basically just
wrestlers.
people.
Yeah. It's like, or Hitmonchan, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, you can't judge it. You can't just, like, immediately go to the, like, idea that it's bad because it's new.
Yes. I
Or,
know, I know.
or jump on the bandwagon because a lot of other people don't like it, that means you have to dislike it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that happens a lot too, and it gets annoying.
Yeah, but yeah, we're getting kind of off topic with that. But like,
I don't think so.
or oh well, yeah, I guess we're talking about Pokemon designs in general when we were starting to talk about Sun and Moon and whatever.
I mean, it's fine. That's the whole point of the show is to go from one topic to another, just to kind of
Yeah.
touch bases on everything. Um,
Um. Well, also while I'm at it, what do you think of like Grubbin and Peaky Peck? Is that its
Pick a
name? And
peck.
then Young Goose, and
Um,
then we
I
had the dog and the koala. I don't remember their names.
yeah, I don't either. So here's my thing. I definitely think Pick a Peck is a pretty interesting design. It's like I like it. It's definitely I want to say it's different. Which it is. Um,
If it reminds me of any previous like birds, it looks like a combo of like Tailo and Fletchling.
yeah, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but it does have its own unique style.
I think
I think the birds lately have looked a lot more unique and interesting than they used
yeah.
to.
I think my thing is with Young Goose, right? It's now this might be kind of hypocritical because of what I just said defending the designers, but I just have to say like I don't know, Young Goose just seems too similar to like previous generations. He definitely reminds me of what's it called? Patrat, and like he's like a mix of Patrat and Sentret.
I personally think Yungoos is really different. I think when he evolves, he's going to look a lot
I
different
hope
than
so.
like the
Like,
two. If anything, I think he kind of looks like Furret, but like a mean Furret.
right. Yeah, that's what I was
But I
saying.
think I think Young Goose has an interesting design, and he looks really cool. I think personally he's unlike most of what we've seen from normal types. Like that mouth is like really unique. Like I don't think we've seen really any other Pokemon with
Yeah,
that
that's
type of
true.
style. So like I think he looks pretty cool. And he's definitely interesting. We also have some like possibly really competitively viable um like starting Pokemon because Young Goose has like didn't he have like he has a cool ability that does like double damage to a Pokemon switching in or something,
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, what do you think
and
of the
then
new
Strongjaw.
what do you think of the new battling like system, like the new data or not database, fucking the
Oh
new
yeah, how it tallies your stat stuff and tells you what's
yeah, it
super
tells you what's
effective and
super
what's
effective.
not.
Yeah, like the interface, the new interface. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I think I don't know exactly how I feel about it. I feel like I have to like actually play with it to see if it. I think it's just gonna take some getting used to, but I think I'm definitely gonna like it, and it's definitely really good for like starters in Pokemon that
Right.
haven't really been around that long. That like kind of started with X and Y, starting with Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's gonna be good for people who want to get into the competitive, because like obviously there's a lot of people who don't know what super affecting is what, and like sometimes yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Like you wouldn't
Funny
expect.
thing was, I was thinking about you when I saw like it'll tell you what's super effective. So I'm like, hey, when Yuki's in an FFA, he won't ask constantly, hey, what's this super effective against?
Hey man, I only know the basic shit. Like how the fuck am I supposed to know steel isn't super effective against what the fuck ever?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's most of it makes sense, but like some of it's a little
Exactly. Some of
more
it's kind of
obscure.
like what the fuck? Like how am I supposed to know that shit?
I mean, most of it is logical, but some of it is a little strange. So, yeah. Anyway, I like it, but I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it.
I like it. I like the idea of it. Trying to. I mean, okay. I just said I like the idea of it, but to be honest, it scares me a little bit in the regard that they. I feel like they're trying to make the games easier to appeal to a wider audience, and that I hate. I hate the idea of that. Because they want to ease new players into the game without making it too hard. Like I think X and Y were way too fucking easy. Because of the whole like the new experience share pisses me off. Because it's like your entire party gets experience for battles they don't fight. It's just like it's too easy. That's a problem. Like I remember when like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that was a fucking challenge.
Yeah,
Like I understand they want to cut down on like grinding time, but like I don't know. It's just I feel like that's one of the fun things about Pokemon is grinding.
I don't necessarily agree too much with the grinding aspect. I think that's really boring, but like it definitely should be harder so that you have to do at least a little grinding
Yeah.
because X and Y were really easy and Oris was like a baby step up from X and Y. It was still pretty easy, but it was at least harder than X and Y.
Yeah.
And it was interesting.
Because I don't even think I ever like once like fainted at all during X and Y. Like my entire party.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like because like Pokemon is kind of a challenge. The old games anyway. Not that I'm a Gen 1 or anything, but
Yeah. I know what you mean because like Pokemon Yellow and Red and Blue were really hard,
yeah, yeah, definitely.
and
I mean, with that being
most generations up until like yeah, pretty much Forks Gem was pretty hard, unless you chose like an easier difficulty on
yeah,
Black and White
like
too.
I feel like I feel like Black and White 1 was like pretty much the kind of difficulty level I liked. I loved the difficulty level in X and or in Black and White. I feel like it was
Yes.
pretty moderate. It was like just they knew what like they wanted. Like I don't know. I feel like it was good. Like that was a good balance. Okay, fuck his shoe. It's so fucking layered. But anyway.
um, but yeah, I think if Sun and Moon isn't overwhelmingly easy, it'd definitely be a step in the right direction for Pokemon. I'm scared they might make it too easy for like newcomers and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think they should have. I mean, I think it would be interesting to have a difficulty setting type thing, like they did with Black and White 2, where you can do normal and easy. And so if you're a beginner, or we could just like it could be like almost like you'd have like Fire Emblem's difficulty settings, which is like beginner, casual, or something like that, and like expert or something like that. You could do something like that, where you have a hard difficulty mode, a medium, which would be like probably a little harder than Omega Ruby, and then easy, the X and Y Omega Ruby like difficulty.
Yeah.
Where they just make it easier for you to, like, they lower the levels of trainers and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I think it definitely be really interesting and really a great step for Pokemon.
I think I just opened up Photoshop.
Good job.
Yep, definitely opened up Photoshop. Gotta get rid of that. Okay, we're good.
All right.
But yeah, so yes, there's a lot of like interesting things that have to go with that. But I think that's all I really wanted to talk about with regarding.
I have one more thing to say real quick about
Okay.
Pick-a-Peck.
Pick-a-Peck.
It has the ability Skill Link.
Right.
And like in its Pokedex entry, it says like it spits seeds or something really fast. So we could have like a possibly really competitively viable bird that has access to Bullet Seed.
That'd be interesting.
So just saying, it could be an interesting new physical attacker. It could be like probably not as OP as Talonflame, but like another good starting bird. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that up real quick because I thought it was interesting.
Right.
All right, so next topic, I'm assuming.
Yeah. All right. So, hang on. I gotta figure out how the fuck I want to skew this leg.
I think. Wait.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Just erase this real quick. All right. So, let's talk about. Since this is kind of like a preliminary episode type of thing, and we did talk about a video game and an anime and stuff like that, I want to bring it over to a more futuristic type of thing, like what my plans are for the future. Since I guess we can kind of wind down this first episode.
Yeah.
So my plans for the future of this series and stuff like that, and for my channel and as it's in its entirety. Because you could think of this as like one gigantic ass fucking update video, and Pokemon too. But basically, my future for this channel is going to be a lot more collaborative work. Is something I would love to do with a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
Such as what I'm doing now. Like, because I'm going to continue doing these kind of videos just with a lot of different, like, guests. And
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that you could definitely have on here.
Yeah. And, like, my original goal for each episode or what have you is to like kind of do an entire sketch and like finish the drawing and everything. But I don't know how that's gonna happen. Like, I mean, it takes a long time for me to create a single drawing, and I'm not super confident with this one, just because like I don't know, there's a lot of fucking problems I've been having so far. Like it's
Yeah.
not. I mean, but of course, it's
I
just
think it looks. I think it looks pretty good.
I can definitely polish it. Like, I mean, it's just a sketch. I know, but I don't know. I'm weird. I can usually tell when a sketch is like what I want it to be and when I don't want it to be. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want more fluent word, more fluent talk discussion. That's what I want to say. Because I know I'm not the best at talking off the top of my head. Because that's kind of why I quit being a Let's Player. So I'm going to work on that. Because I feel like this episode was definitely kind of off as well.
It could. I think it was alright. It could be better, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
definitely up for a
basically
lot of...
everything.
Because I feel like I have a good idea with this entire series. It combines a lot of stuff I wanted to do. Because I've been wanting to get better at my art for a long time. And I feel like this is a good way for me to do it while providing content for my channel. Because I haven't stopped thinking about the channel for a long time. Like, I've been constantly thinking like, oh man, I really want to upload something, but I just haven't had the motivation or whatnot.
Yeah, same thing here. Like last thing, like I've been focusing a lot on my music, and everything else on the channel has kind of like disappeared.
Yeah.
And even the music isn't like happening much, so I can totally understand what you mean there.
Yeah, and since I wanted to get better at drawing, I was just thinking like, well, if I do this, I can also work on the channel as well. So by doing this, I get better at my art, and I also provide content. So
exactly.
it's a good medium. And one of my favorite things is that in future episodes, I'm going to be doing animation, not just drawing. And I'm really excited about that, because then I can do some animated shorts and whatnot. And you guys can kind of see my process.
Yeah.
Like the last major animation I put out was a project I did for school. And
oh yeah, the Hold On to You music video.
Yeah, this was my idea, my plan. And I feel like it's something that could work, but it's just gonna be hard for me to actually follow through with, because I know how I am. But basically, it's the shit. What was I gonna say? Yeah, basically, it's my fuck. Damn it, I don't remember what I was gonna say. What was I talking about?
I don't know what you were trying to communicate.
I know, that's why I suck at
there.
this.
You said, I think you were talking about some stuff you wanted to do more regularly animation-wise?
Oh, right, my schedule. So basically, like, think about it this way. I go to work 4 or 5 days a week, and I'm on a strict schedule. Like, I'll show up every day, and I'll do my hours and whatever, no questions asked. So what I wanted to do was I want to create a work schedule for animation and YouTube in general, so it could be like a second job, especially during the summer when I have the time for it. And it's like, I'll treat it as a job. Like, I have to be there from this time to this time, and I have to work on it. And maybe give myself a break, maybe do stuff like that. I just thought that would be an interesting idea. It'd be a better way for me to actually do what I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so I don't know what the time is on this. We have not dropped a single frame, and that is literally the best thing I've ever seen.
We are really close to an hour.
Very close to an hour. Alright, well, I think that'll be all for this one. I finished the sketch for this particular piece of art. In the next session, or video, I will, kind of line him out, and stuff. Because this isn't speed art, It's not, the whole thing's not going to be done in one go. Of course, sometimes I will get it done and try to do, like, multiple things. But yeah. So next one, um, I think in the next part I'll line him, then I'll color him, and then I'll go back to my Luffy sketch or drawing, and then I'll color that too. So
Yeah.
and then Z might be on if I decide to record that next, or if I want another person on. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Maybe get a third person on. That wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
Give us more stuff to talk about. So I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right.
So peace out.